Assembly instructions for the Series 1100 Megalug joint restraint. EBA Iron Series 1100 Megalug joint restraint is used when restraining mechanical joint pipe fittings for ductile iron pipe conforming to all class thicknesses of ANSI AWA C151 A21.51. The Series 1100 Megalug kit should come with a Megalug restraint, the appropriate EBA sealed gasket and gasket lubricant, and the correct number of T-head bolts and nuts. Begin the assembly process by cleaning the gasket, socket, and plane end of the pipe. Lubrication and additional cleaning should be provided by brushing the plane end of the pipe and the gasket with soapy water or an approved pipe lubricant. The pipe lubricant must conform to the requirements of ANSI AWA C111 A21.11. Now, place the Megalug restraint on the plane end of the pipe with the lip extension facing the restraining joint. After the Megalug restraint is on the pipe, place the lubricated gasket. With the Megalug and gasket correctly placed, insert the pipe into the socket. Press the gasket firmly and evenly into the gasket recess of the Megalug. Now, push the Megalug toward the socket, centering it around the pipe with the Megalug lip against the gasket. Insert the provided bolts and hand tighten the nuts. Make the deflection after the joint is assembled and before you begin the process of torquing the bolts. As required by AWA Standard C600, the bolts must be tightened to the normal range of torque as specified. As you begin to tighten, maintain approximately the same distance between the Megalug and the face of the flange at all points around the socket. You should do this by partially tightening the bolts in a star pattern along the circumference of the assembly. Start with the bottom bolt first, then the top bolt, followed by the bolts at either side, and finally the remaining bolts. Using a torque indicating wrench, repeat this process until all bolts are within the appropriate range of torque. In larger sizes like the 30 to 48 inch, 5 or more repetitions may be required. Finally, tighten the blue torque limiting twist-off nuts in a clockwise direction as indicated by the directional arrows on top of each nut. Follow the bolt sequence as before, tightening in an alternating star pattern until all wedges are firmly in contact with the pipe surface and all of the nuts have been twisted completely off. If removal is necessary, use the 5/8" hex heads that are provided. Reassemble using the steps shown and tighten the wedge bolts to 90 foot-pounds. If the Series 1100 restraint is ever removed from the pipe, be sure that all of the collar bolts and wedges are in place before the joint restraint is reassembled. For more information and to see all of EBA Iron's innovative products, go to www.eba.com.